Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is on Giovani Vinci, the Equalizer. So he is the chase this month. He is a modern era defensive technician, and he has the modern era link. Gems do 5% more damage, and the Equalizer gear, stock gear. He's a trainer. Bleed one, moves that at 26k. Moves that cause bleed will do 65% more bleed damage. Black moves start with 2 more MP. I'm sure this is going to come in handy on somebody this month, would be my guess. Right now, I don't know that I would use it on anyone. The only real bleed person I use is Zianka, very much. So potentially could be good on theory, I suppose. Although I don't know for sure. But yeah, that's his training ability. So he's very interesting in that I'm of two minds on him, and hopefully I explain that well. I think he's actually a solid chase, and I'll explain more as we go along for most accounts. I'm going to start off with his worst moveset by far, just to show you the moves. And I have 3 build sets for you, but I'm going to run the last one 3 different ways. Based on who you might have for trainers. So, seated rear chin lock, 7 MP yellow sub, generate 36 random sub gems, do 286k 3 turns, remaining turn into immobile gems. Sleeper hold, 7 MP blue sub, 42 random submission gems, 304k 3 turns, remaining turn into botch gems. And then the Brain Buster, 7 MP blue juggernaut move, 182k damage, choose 1 gem to make into a 2-turn jug. That will deal 134k bonus damage for every botch gem. And then at the end, it's going to increase your blue MP by 7. So much like Kaiser, these two moves go together. None of the other moves flow with these two, but these two recycle itself, right? So exact same gameplay. So if you watch the Kaiser preview, you know I don't like this build like competitively and stuff, but I will show it to you. So to be loaded in feud, Steiner would let you do that and would help with the sub. And then we got Roman on for more sub. And then Shelton, Acro for more sub. If you have Logan Paul, he would be better. And the reason for that is the Juggernaut move. None of the botch trainers will add anything to this. He doesn't make any of the botches into anything else. They just kind of stay there and hang out. So yeah, there's no reason to use really anything other than sub trainers for this build. And the yellow sub, you could put any move you want there. That's just the one that I happen to think fit okay-ish, sort of, but not really. So, yep, you're just going to slap your Juggernaut gem down and then click your sub. And let the moves do what they do. Four turns, 820k a turn, that's like 3.2 mil. Now the damage is going to happen, 4 million. Obviously it's spicy damage from that. Then you're going to have to swipe and you will refill. And just like Kaiser, if you were to put the Juggernaut gem down, then there would be an extremely good chance, since most of the board gets covered, that you would overwrite it. So you have to hit the sub again first, and then put the Juggernaut gem down. So again, you give your opponent the chance for 2 swipes to be able to fill their life up and potentially cause you harm. This is going to hit very hard, though. It's going to easily wipe out what's left of his health. Being pinned is actually great with the Juggernaut gems because it does what it does, and then gets you your life back, or your MP back, and then you're ready to sub, right? So again, I mean, like, I can see, I suppose, some use cases for people. Just know that you're going to run into trouble with people refilling their moves, especially if they have MP plates during the sub, excuse me, and things like that. So next moveset, Apologize. It's got a super rare trainer to make it work. Triple green. The only way you're going to be able to start turn 1 in feud with this is running 2 4 green MPs and 17k Santa Hogan. However, you can use it as a hardcore move, because 1 is a hardcore against powerhouses, and you could fill triple green against a powerhouse without Roxanne. However, if you're going to use a technician against a powerhouse, Cowboy Bob is the much better option for that, and everyone has him if you were playing during that month. So anyway, triple green, 10 MP, elevated power bomb finisher, 366k, choose 10 gems to make into yellow, pin the opponent. Rolling fireman's carry slam, 194k damage, 6x1 area to make into snowfall gems, modify all gems below it into green. And then Springboard Crossbody, 166k damage. Increase your green gem damage by 140% for 1 turn. Hardcore, if your opponent is a powerhouse, then deal 180k damage and increase your green MP by 4. So that would essentially make up for Roxanne. Also, we're going to put a Sheik plate on this the second time around so you can see what happens first. Again, to be loaded in feud with the no perks we have now. You need 17k Santa Hogan, and then we have Lexon for flat greens. 30% strap with, let me check, did I put a green move damage medal on? There's yellow in the picture, but it is a 200% green for when we put the Sheik plate on, just to give you guys an idea. But 30% strap, and then Fury 2s here, and you'll see how hard he hits. Will be great for green boss battle, for sure. Greens are at 48k. We're going to boof them. 116k. Now we're choosing yellows to blow those up. 2, 3. I'm going to do a row break and then get those yellows there. Nice cascade. 6.3 million. Actually 6.8 million with the move damage. So you see, we did get a turn 1 there. Not bad, right? So I do think you can get some turn 1 wins with this without anything super crazy. And then if you add a high gem damage strap and a Sheik plate, I think you can really push that and get a few more. I don't think it'll always be that, so that's worth keeping in mind. I don't think you're always going to get turn 1 wins. It's not going to be like a guaranteed thing. It is gem damage based, so the damage you're seeing here, you can double at 6-star silver. Do keep in mind, though, this is filled stars, so if you want to duplicate that, you're going to need to fill those stars, you know? So this is with the Sheik plate on. It's going to get a slight uptick. So finishers base 1 million with the 200%er, 545, and 468. So we're going to want to hit the buff first because it's the lowest damage move. Might as well get as much extra as we can. We did crit on it. That was nice. So now 7.4 or 744 and 1.4 million. Let's put these snowfalls out. These greens over. We'll do it this way. And now we're at 1.7 million on the finisher. So nice little boost. Actually, let's just connect the dots there because we have plenty of room, and then do this like so. Not much of a cascade, but 6.8 million. And you can see he's not close to kicking out, and that's with a 30% strap. So I do think with a big strap and a Sheik plate, you can put away a lot of people on turn 1 with him. So he's a pretty solid, quick recycling tech who's great for green boss with that build. However, the Roxanne thing a lot of people aren't going to have, although a lot of people don't have Sheik plate and stuff too. So this next set, we're going to run a bunch of different ways. This one, you don't need a strap for. It just kind of does what it does, and it does it pretty well, right? So you don't need anything crazy, and you can absolutely make this one work. So triple yellow, you've seen the sub, you leaving the immobiles. They're all 7 MP. The other two are Imperial Bomb, 187k damage, plus 69k bonus damage for every immobile gem, giggity. And the Spine Buster, 205k damage, increase your yellow MP by 6. This move recycles this move, so you're subbing every turn. So very, very safe for the most part, right? So this is if you want to index this build. the immobiles, right? So you do need 17k Santa Hogan though to make this work, because Ludwig only adds 1 MP and that's too short in feud. And then Liv is 60% immobile damage if you don't have Zombie Liv. Eddie is 50%, so almost the same, right? Almost the same. So let's give this a look-see. And like I said, this is the build for you if you don't have crazy straps, if you don't have crazy metals, crazy plates. It's not going to necessarily be super fast, but you are going to win a lot and win safely. Just stay away from 1 MP guys and you're good. Okay, so there's the sub. Immobile's going to hit for 5.3 million, and then you're going to fill it up and instantly sub again. So it's a bit clicky, but it's a 2-cycle win. $6.3. We cleared his health there. So, and then just sub a dub for the win. So, you know, pretty good, right? Pretty good. Very safe. It's not my flavor, my style, but I have fast techs that hit hard enough, and a lot of people don't, especially at tech. So that I think he's going to be really good for a lot of rosters, actually. Okay, so here's a different option. If you happen to have Powerhouse Hogan, he adds 100% immobiles. And this way you wouldn't need 17k Santa. Also, if you didn't have 17k Santa, you did have Zombie Liv, you could put Eddie there. After this, I will run a build for you in case you don't have any of that. Right? So this just makes the sub hit harder, 1.6 million-ish. Exact same damage on the immobiles, 180k between both builds. One uses a 17k Santa, one does not. One uses a Powerhouse Hogan, right? So, and the third one I will set up with Eddie and a sub trainer. So kind of like a pseudo mini super sub with still good immobile damage. And they're probably all gonna win on that last sub, just like the first one. Let's find out. Eddie's got 13.8 million health, by the way, if you were keeping or wondering how much we're draining in the cycles. Okay, a lot of immobile gems broken there. This won't hit as hard. 3.6 million is all. But the second one should make it happen, Cap'n. And the sub's a little bit better than previously. There we go. Okie-dokie. This should mostly wipe his health. There we go. So again, same result, same amount of clicks, same speed. Right? Again, strap doesn't affect this. You could throw a move damage on. You could also use Asuka for move damage on the 2 moves if you didn't have Tatanka here for the subs. You could use Cena with 2 yellow MP. Any 2 yellow MP would be fine, you know? It just gives you a little bit extra, but it really doesn't matter that much. So let's say no Hogan. Oops. Replace no Hogan. We'll put Showboat Eddie there. Why don't I do previous? Because I've already recorded this video once, so I've definitely used it. And I don't have a graphic for this one, sorry. And then we're going to use Drew. Fairly common at this point for subs. So now it's a 4-turn, 2.8 million sub. Even though it's less immobile damage, it's a bigger sub. Let's see if we win in the same amount of turns with even less common or less rare trainers. There we go. Okay, this is obviously probably only going to hit like 2-3 mil. 2 mil. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I think we're going to probably do the same. the same cycle. So in the end, I don't think it really matters. Let's find out though, for sure. Honestly, can't remember what I did the first time. There we go. Yeah, it's a one turn win too, because the sub does more than he's got left. So same result, I think. Let's just make sure here. Same result, no matter what trainers we use, is the same amount. So, like I said, he's really interesting as a chase. I feel like a chase, if it helps a lot of rosters, is a good chase. It doesn't have to help mine, right? I won't use him, but I have Cody, and he's way better top end, right? And even defensively, he's got the subset that's faster, right? So Cody's a better choice, especially if you have like Logan Paul. But that being said, if you don't have Cody, for example, or you happen to be a Vinci mark, I think that triple yellow set is great for a ton of people. So without awesome things, he's better than Kaiser. He's, I would say, better than Sammy, unless you have huge move damage stuff. You know what I mean? He's better than Cody's gem damage, but Cody's sub setup is better. I think Cowboy Bob is probably better in some ways, right? But he's got the gem damage boost thing going for greens. Cowboy Bob has other stuff going for him. I think they're kind of similar how I would compare them, you know? Although his sub setup, Cowboy Bob's sub hits harder, but if you don't fully drain them, it's a little bit more recycling or a little more effort. And meaning I think stuff could go a little more wrong potentially. This is pretty much guaranteed. Zombie Dom's got his pin thing. Of course, his top end is higher. But I do think this is a tech that can help a lot of rosters. So in that sense, I'm good with it. If you think that yellow will help your roster, let me know in the comments, right? As far as it goes for me, like his top end isn't near the other ones, so I won't use him. But I don't think he's a bad chase. So yeah, I think that's where he fits in. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious of what you guys think. I think playing the free-to-play account is kind of helping or shaping how I'm trying to think about this stuff. From like, oh, this chase is completely worthless, maybe, just because, you know, I have some super fast guys. I definitely can see the value here. Like I said, Kaiser's top end is much, much higher, much better. One of the top 2 feuders in the game, in my opinion. But if you don't have that very best stuff, Vinci is actually better. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. It's 1 a.m. I want to go to bed. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. It's great to be back doing previews this month. Good luck out there. Really curious how people are going to view Vinci here. So very curious about your comments.